everyone, and welcome back to the TARDIS Blue Couch. It's time for another reaction for You Know Who. This time it's Doctor Who, It Takes You Away, episode 9 of the current series. Last time we had witches. Or not. There were mud monsters, which kind of reminds me of the olden days of Dragon's Lair. So with that in mind, let's jump right into It Takes You Away. I'm sure something about a current dance craze.
Nice fjord.
Oh, beautiful fjords.
That is a fjord, isn't it?
Stay back!
It's a
It's fine. It's only 2018. I thought we'd leapt into the Woolly Rebellion. Sorry, what? The Woolly Rebellion. In 193 years, there's a total renegotiation of the sheep-human relationship. Utter bloodbath.
I've always fancied the idea of Norway. What bit's this?
You gotta think she's just making some of this shit up as she goes along.
Those panels look more like barricades than repairs. Looks like it's been abandoned.
Well, can you barricade from the outside? Yeah, a cabin in the woods. Nothing bad ever happens there.
Some maniac that collects kids' shoes.
Oh, jeez. Well, we're all thinking it. It's modern day, but everything has a very 70s look to it. Old cabin. The appliances, I mean, the lamps, the dishwasher looks kind of out of date. A green refrigerator. Wow. This was decorated in the 70s.
Hi. We want to help. What's your name?
Not hungry, are you? Because these days I always carry a cheese and pickle sarnie, you know, just for emergencies.
You carry sandwiches with?
If you don't mind me asking, what's got you so scared?
She let the wrong one in.
This thing? What did this thing look like?
Plunger, egg whisk, eye stalk. Handles on the side of the head. Lumpy potato man with no neck.
How do you know your dad didn't just pack up and go?
My dad would never just leave me, okay?
Yeah.
What? How long's he been gone?
4 days.
Okay.
Not everyone's got a horrible
Let me
father.
talk.
Duck.
Did you just
A
yell?
row of dead birds ain't normal.
Normal for Norway, maybe.
Oh, what the F?
We'd know if we were vampires, right?
Ryan.
And it's a mirror, not a mirror.
And it's a jar.
This mirror in your dad's bedroom seems to be a portal. When you say a portal, a doorway to another world or dimension or who knows what. But let me tell you, it really messes you up. What are you talking about?
Have we forgotten about
Big
the
thing to find
monster?
out. I should have broken it to you. Also, I need you to keep protecting this house from whatever's outside. Ryan will stay here with you.
Oh, what?
Not him.
Hey, what's that for?
I wouldn't want Ryan to stay with me either.
Stay clear of the mirror.
Is that string? Very high-tech.
You gotta tighten it. That's gonna come right off. What the fudge?
Have you seen either a very loud creature heading that way or a Norwegian human possibly heading the other way?
Important to stay quiet, friends. Here,
It is a quiet
like,
place.
in good faith.
Why don't you like me?
You thought my dad would leave me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were kind of a jerk. Plus, what point do you serve on this TARDIS crew? You're always just getting into trouble. Or not helping.
It's not cool you lying to me about what she wrote on the wall.
Definitely not cool.
Closer.
How
And
about we
there's a
stop
monster.
arguing and we check out the offensive?
Damn. Bad! What is going on? They're in Norway, then they're in this cave. There's a guy with a vestigial fin. I mean, what is?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Speaker, wait. Oh, what the F? Ryan, you are such a dumb shit.
No, Eric. No, Sonic.
Oh.
Two knives. Of course he's got two knives.
All we have here
He's
is
Johnny
that
Two Knives.
negotiation.
No, you're thinking of a guy with two knives. I gotta tell you, this is pretty wonderful.
Final rat.
Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it, Two Knives.
No, ribbons. Don't. Nice and quiet. Now run!
Thanks for coming. I'll go back soon, but you can go now.
I'm gonna hit him.
No, you're not. I am. Nobody's going to hit anyone.
Except me. I'm gonna hit
Long
him.
day.
I know I stayed away from Hana too long, but I kept thinking, what if I go and I can't come back? I can't lose Trina again.
You gotta get your priorities straight, mate. Your daughter needs you. Come on.
Don't you want to see your friend? What are you talking about?
What is going
She got here when you
on?
did.
No, it's not Grandma, is it? It is.
Graham O'Brien. You better tell me right now what's going on.
Don't do this to me.
Wait, but that means that this world is dangerous. But how can it be dangerous? Also, what even has
The
the power
dead are
to
coming
create
back to
a
life for
world
one.
like this? Unless universe cannot work with the Solitract in it.
Your gran told you this is a bedtime story.
Only when I had trouble sleeping. So, what
Is this
did our
before or
universe
after
do?
you lived in the orphanage
It
in the
managed to
farmhouse?
exile the Solitract to a...
Right.
It's drawing people in or it wants people to take it out.
And I've met Rosa Parks. I was so happy.
That makes two of us.
What if you do something it hasn't dealt with before? Like reverse polarity or something?
Yes, we can. You speak my language.
Doctor's been reversing the polarity for decades now.
I've got a surprise for you. It's your mum, Hana. She's alive.
What? Hannah? My gorgeous girl.
I don't know who you are, but you are not my mum.
Ryan.
Why is she not?
Ryan! And Ryan's still in there.
Well, get it open. We've got to help him.
No!
What do you mean, no?
Oh.
The real Grace was a beautiful, smiling superstar. And you know what she was above all else? She was brave. And she'd be leading the charge through that mirror.
Oh, there we go.
Whatever you are, I hate you. Now let me out!
Oh. Daughter's gone too. Can't stand rejection.
Graham? Yaz and... Graham, please. I know how hard this is for you, but let her go or we're all going to die.
This whole episode has now become a metaphor
I
for
know
Graham's
deep down
closure.
you still blame yourself for what happened.
What about Ryan? He's in trouble out there, love.
But he'll be fine. He's a smart lad.
No, he's not.
This reality's collapsing, Graham.
Grace knew that.
So close.
Ow. Can't you just let him walk out?
Grace, I've lived longer, seen more, loved more, and lost more. I can share it all with you. Anything you want to know about what you never had. Because he's
What
in
is
India with a
Solitract
daughter who needs him. So
turn
let him
into
go,
if it wants
and I
to
will
keep
give
the
you
doctor?
everything.
K9, right? No. It's River. No. It's the TARDIS. Maybe.
Why is there a frog in here?
You said I could stop being Trina.
The Solitract is a frog. Who talks like Grace. Whoa! Did you just see that? Because I wouldn't be much of a friend to you if I didn't point out you're not in control of this.
The 3D
This is my
episode.
plane. I control everything here.
So you can see that it's... You and I will be friends forever. You have to let me go.
I will dream.
A frog
of you
just nodded at the
up
doctor.
there without me.
It's more strange that the frog was sitting on a chair than anything else. Not a rock, not a lily pad, not a lazy boy. A wooden chair, painted white. Seven years bad luck, but that's not very long for a Time Lord.
From the solid tract.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Bye.
Bye, Hannah.
Aw. Friends after all.
Well, at least we got each other, right?
Oh,
Grandma.
God. Oh, no. I'm stuck with Ryan.
Did you just call me?
Why? You going deaf in your old age? Come on, tie this.
Aw. That was a pity Gramps, though, I think. Okay, It Takes You Away was a very, very strange episode. You really don't know what's going on. At 1 minute, it's like it's a quiet place. There's this cabin, and there's some monster out there, and we have to hide from it. Then there's a mirror and a portal into a strange dimension. There's a guy in a leather jacket with a vestigial fin on his head and killer moths. Then there's a mirror world where the dead are alive. I mean, what was going on? It keeps changing what it wanted to be. Somehow they managed to cobble a narrative out of this, and it's a little out of left field, this whole conscious universe thing. I mean, I don't know that the universe needed to be conscious. It could have just been an evil place that consumes people by, drawing them in by showing them dead loved ones. I don't know. I guess a conscious universe that just doesn't want to be alone anymore is as good an explanation as any. That Ribbons guy, I mean, what was his deal? I mean, this place spontaneously created itself to keep two dimensions apart, and he was just always in there. I guess if something spontaneously creates, it can spontaneously create a person to live in it, but he didn't seem to have much point. I mean, there were dead rats, there were flesh-eating moths. Why was it worse in the dark? He had that lamp. He said it was worse in the dark, and didn't explain why. Because the moths seemed to be attracted to light, as moths are. But the lamp went out and no horrible monster came. I mean, there were more moths, but they were attracted to the meat. So it got confusing in the middle part there. Once they got to the other mirror dimension and we see that the dead are there, including Grace, which I did not see coming. I thought, oh, your friend's there. I was like, Ryan, something happened to him and he got there early, and then, oh, no, it's Grace. It dealt with kind of some long, lingering plot threads and character development for Graham to finally kind of come to terms with Grace's death. And the only way to do that was kind of reject this, shiny new Grace that this dimension was offering him. Ryan, man, I don't know what this guy's deal is. He is like the most useless companion. I've given him time, but he just seems to make a mess of things. He's like, oh, your dad probably left you. Like, what the? Who says that to a scared, blind girl? I mean, Jesus. He called Graham Gramps at the end. Like, oh, big victory there. It's like, if I were Graham, I wouldn't want him as my grandson anymore. It's like, gee, all he does is like he's goofing off or whining about his dad leaving him. I mean, he doesn't seem to do anything helpful. Okay, granted, he ran after her, he saved her from walking on a corpse. I mean, that was okay. He's brave enough. I wish they did a little more with the character. This is why 3 companion teams are hard on the TARDIS, because it always seems like 2 of the companions get more to do than one of them. So, I would not have left Ryan with Hannah. I would have just left Graham. And then Ryan could see his dad and deal with those feelings. Because it doesn't seem like Ryan has ever really showed much remorse or showed his grieving process with Dan being gone. Whereas we've had that experience with Graham. We've seen Graham grieve. We've seen him try to deal with those emotions, not Ryan. So this was a chance for Ryan to grow a little. But it was also a chance to give Graham closure in its way, which he does by rejecting Grace. Jodie has really kind of grown into the Doctor now. I feel like she's finally kind of got her handle on being the Doctor. And I like that she was just as confused as the rest of us. So, then she has the eureka moment that every Doctor must have. But that whole, I don't even remember what she called it, the conscious dimension idea, that just really took me out of it, because that seems like we've seen all this sinister stuff, and then it's just, oh, well, this whole dimension is lonely. All right. Frog Puppet wasn't great. This was a confusing episode, but each time it was like 4 different episodes smushed together, and each time we figured out this one, we got into this one, and so there was a progression that I appreciated. I'm not going to say this was a good episode, but it kept me focused on it. I was very, what am I watching? What's going on? I was very focused on trying to figure out what was happening, and I think as long as Doctor Who can hold my attention, I'll enjoy watching it. Afterwards, it's like, what was all this? What happened? Now that I'm analyzing it, and now that I'm out of the experience that I was having, there's a lot of confusion. I think they stretched themselves a little thin on this one. I think, you know, it was like too much in too little time, maybe. I don't know if we needed the whole interzone thing with the moths. That really didn't seem to serve a purpose other than just kind of buying them some time in the story to get from point A to point C. Point B was just there to kill time and give us some cool visuals and raise a lot of questions about Ribbon. Okay, well, that was episode 9. We're kind of coming on the last couple of episodes here, but we're going to keep going on. Until then, until the next episode, until the next reaction, thank you for joining me. This is You Know Who, and I'm your host, Brian Heinz, the Last Angry Geek.